Hey team, I'm here with the promised hand care video. Any terrible videography in this video is because Andrew LePage is holding the camera. And he very kindly volunteered to do a couple of demos for this video, so thanks to him. But any shaky camera work, entirely his fault. Very quick one on hand care. So, a number of you have been bringing to my attention, shall we say, because I don't believe in moaning, that your hands are a bit sore maybe, or that there have been some rips, or that you have some calluses. And there are a couple of broad general themes that we can use to look after our hands a little better so that we end up with nice, soft, delicate hands all the time, rather than hard, lumpy, rippy, teary ones like pens. The general principle of this video is that calluses are bad, soft skin is good, and you need to look after your hands rather than just wrap them in tape and grips to try and make the pain go away. So, with that in mind, I want soft, fleshy, bendy skin on my hands so that when I hold a pull-up bar, any movement that does happen on my hand on that pull-up bar is allowed to happen because my skin bends and stretches as well. If the skin is hard and rigid and my hand moves a little bit on the pull-up bar, it tears, that's painful. Also, hard skin hurts anyway. So, there is a possibility your hands hurt, one, because they're just not used to holding the bar. You've got nice soft skin, but hanging on to the pull-up bar just causes pain. Bad news for you guys is that there's no easy fix. Good news is there's nothing bad happening, your hands are just getting used to it, so crack on. If your hands are tearing, it's because they're on the pull-up bar and they move when you're doing your gymnastics work on the pull-up bar. That's what causes the tear. They stay here, the bar allows or sits on, or with your hand on the bar, your hand moves and your skin doesn't, and then you get a tear. So, to reduce the risk of that happening, one, we need to look at how we're holding the pull-up bar. We'll deal with that in classes. But two, we need to have soft, bendy skin on your hands. So, step one, there's a few ways you can deal with this, is to remove any hard skin. So, there's a couple of options here. Okay, we're looking at a pumice stone. Okay, and these are like, you can get these in Tesco for like a couple of pounds. This is a spongy one, it's abrasive. I can rub it on my skin, every day, and it removes some of that hard skin. Slowly but surely it goes away. If you want something a little bit more aggressive, this is called blockade. It's ferociously expensive, it's very effective. You can grab hold, do the same thing, and I can rub off all that hard skin, very slowly but surely, even up the finger, and get rid of all of that. And if Andrew comes a little bit closer, you can see, so just here I've got a little bit lumpy hard skin. I can give that a rub and it starts to smooth off. Now, for some of you with particularly aggressive skin, a pumice stone is either going to take too long or it's just not effective enough. In which case, we can look to upgrading to a callus razor. I've got some of these ordered for the gym. There's a bunch coming allegedly today, maybe tomorrow. Make sure you've got a safety callus razor, which are the ones we're selling in the gym. Okay, all you do is gently drag this over the skin in question, and it takes off the dead top layer of skin, applying as much force as you need, but never loads, and it drags off that top layer of dead skin. As you can see, it's not very pleasant, I won't pretend, but that is the hard, dry skin I don't need left on my hands. I, in fact, want to get rid of all of that, okay? It's a little bit easier, some people find, if you wash your hands in warm water first and get the skin as soft as possible, but I find it works pretty much any time. The next step is to use a half-decent moisturiser. So for me, Wadweld has been a godsend. It's the most expensive one out there. It costs a small fortune. You can get it on Amazon. Comes in two formats. This is like the post-workout balm for when things get really painful and you just give it a rub on like a lip seal. This is really pleasant. They also do a little moisturiser pot as well that comes with it for use every day. And that's going to help keep your hands soft. So something you find moisturises your hands and keeps them soft is going to be the other important factor. So we don't want calluses, we do want soft, bendy, soft, smooth skin. That's all good stuff. Now, if you do a workout and bad things do happen, Andrew's hands are about to feature in the video. Come and lay your hands down here, Andrew. We can see that Andrew's done a bad here, right? That's torn, that is really nasty. So there's a couple of things he needs to do. The first thing he needs to do is get rid of this flappy layer of skin over the top here. That doesn't want to stay there, but he doesn't want to rip that off, okay? A golden rule with hand care is you never just pick your calluses. I'm gonna pass Andrew back. You don't want to just pick them, okay? You need to do something about them, shave them or pumice them off. When you get a flap of skin, you want to try and cut that little flap of skin off. Now I've got a tiny Swiss Army knife. That was like a $5 on Amazon. This is my preferred tool, but any sharp pair of scissors will work. I'm going to pass this over to Andrew, and we're going to watch as he uses, fortunately, he's cut his left hand, not his right. He's going to try
left-handed.
He's left-handed, excellent news. So I'm going to get out of the way a little bit. He's going to try and chop off as much of that flap of skin as he can manage, right? He doesn't want any extra skin waving around in there, okay? He's stabbing himself, checking which bits are done. He's going to cut off that loose skin. Right, while he's doing that, I'll turn the camera away because it's a bit gross, to be honest. So we're going to cut off the loose flap of skin, and we're going to leave that fresh new layer of skin exposed. Now this is going to be sore, okay? It's not supposed to be exposed. It was the underskin, now it's the top layer of skin, and your body needs to repair that and put some more layers of skin underneath, okay? And that's going to come through and be fresh. Now, we can see here Andrew's done a really good job of cutting that away. The next step for Andrew is to put salt in that cut on his hand, right? He's going to go home, he's going to get some salt, and he's going to put it in there. He's going to use every single Jedi mind trick that he knows to leave that salt in there for about 60 seconds. The bad news for Andrew is that little wound on his hand is directly connected to his soul, and it will hurt, and there is nothing he can do. He will use every Jedi mind trick he knows so they can stay there for about 60 seconds, and he's going to rinse it off, okay? And that's going to start drawing out the pus and gunk that's going to come out over the next few days anyway and speed up the healing process. He might want to do that a couple of times over the next couple of days. Once might be enough, okay? You'll know when it's enough because it stops hurting. From there, wrap it in moisturiser. So he's going to salt it, wash it out, dry it, whack on his moisturiser and repeat, and he's going to stay off the rig until that's pretty much healed. Any questions, as always, ping me an email, hit reply to this video, or grab me in the gym. We will talk about how to hold a pull-up bar in gymnastics classes more generally. And if you've got more questions specifically about this, come and grab me at some point. Otherwise, see you soon.